All right, I thought I would do a new video on one of the most talked about subjects concerning the Behringer XR. That would be the XR12, XR16, and XR18. And that subject is Wi-Fi. Now, when an audio guy or a band guy or a bass player ventures out and buys their first digital wireless mixing system like the XR or many of the other new brands coming out that all offer Wi-Fi, they inevitably can have issues and problems that are completely dependent on your circumstances, your devices, your control devices, internal Wi-Fi, external Wi-Fi, the area that you're in, populated, not populated, a host of factors that you must understand in order to get good or great results out of your Wi-Fi digital mixer. Again, if you read on the internet, obviously not only do the XR series of mixers have potential issues, but so does the Soundcraft and certainly the Personas that's been out there for a while. So it's not isolated to any one thing. It really is an issue that I think has to do a lot with the users. There are a lot of things that can go wrong that would make you think it's the mixer's fault. It has nothing to do with me, and I'll point out several instances where that's not the case. So the first thing we have to do is understand that the built-in Wi-Fi can be accessed here. Access point, we call that AP for short on the forums. It defaults to open. That means that anybody with a Wi-Fi device, and the most important one or the most intrusive one, of course, at your gigs is going to be cell phones. So if you have an open Wi-Fi network, you can be guaranteed that every phone that is set to automatically search and possibly connect to Wi-Fi is going to attach or connect to your XR18. So to put it bluntly, it is suicide to have your XR18 at a gig with an open network setting. Let's say you go and set up at a club at your local town. You've got your iPad working perfectly, and you're the only Wi-Fi device attached to the XR18, and again, it's working perfectly. But when the gig starts, you've got, let's say, 200 people that come in there, and 3 of those phones actually attached to your Wi-Fi network. Now, of course, they're not trying to hack you, and they don't have the application to do anything, but they have no idea that their phone found your network and is attached to it. Now, your device goes to sleep, loses its connection, and in this case, we can have 4 Wi-Fi devices attached to the XR. Your device goes to sleep, and a 4th person now attaches to your XR18. Guess what? You absolutely cannot get your iPad to reconnect to your XR18 because you've lost priority and somebody else has got that. So what many of us have found out without understanding that scenario is that if you flip your switch from access point over to one of the other network options on the front of your XR18 and then back over, you're going to reset your Wi-Fi. You've just kicked those other 4 people off, and now you're frantically trying to reattach. You're going to get back in. But without understanding that scenario, you simply believe that the XR18 doesn't work very well. In reality, I call that user error and something that you can easily fix. So the first thing you're definitely going to want to do is simply go to WEP and apply your own password. Key is simply a password. Has to be 5 letters, I believe, and apply that. That will get rid of that scenario where you will not have people accidentally and automatically attaching to your network. So the next thing you should do is get a scanning device application on your phone or your laptop that will scan for the best Wi-Fi channel in your area. It scans for the most open and the cleanest and the strongest signal. It's a huge help so that you're not just defaulting to channel 1. Channel 1 is going to be the most cluttered channel out of all of the Wi-Fi channels available on the 2.4 gigahertz band. That is what's built into the XR18. So again, if you don't do anything, you're doing the least possible and you're doing the worst thing you can possibly do, which is leave it on channel 1. You scan, it finds the channel for you that works the best. It's simply going to give you the data, and then you come down here and pick the channel that it says. All right, so those are the first 2 things that you can quickly and easily do. Use a WEP password and find your best channel. I'll be honest with you, I've been using this device since day one of the first people to ever get one of these, and we've had 99% success meaning no failure or no drop communications at all with our wireless devices. Now, I have had one or two occasions where it has happened, and that's where hopefully the information in this video is going to really help you out.